Hey you guys, so I've added some new things onto my Mercier. I'm currently doing my eyeshadow palette declutter, so there should be some things on the way soon. Stay tuned for that. But I've decluttered some clothes for all the fashionistas who love to watch my fashion shorts. Y'all know I always have my makeup up there front and center. I have a couple of bags I plan on putting up soon, and I'm going to declutter a few more fragrances to add on. So if you like that sort of thing, make sure you look at my IG. What's up, everyone? It is your girl Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into the Roxa palette from Natasha Denona. Now, shout out, of course, to my girl Dionluvsmakeup, since this is actually her palette. I was gonna order it. I was like being wishy-washy about it for some reason. I don't know why. So I ended up telling her I hadn't bought it yet, and she wasn't necessarily crazy about it, but she had did some looks with it, and then she told me that she'd send it over to me because she knows I'm a purple palette connoisseur. So again, shout out to my girl Dionluvsmakeup for sending it over to me, so just so I would have it to do this video for you all. So if you like videos like this, if you like new makeup releases, I literally just got done filming one. If you like a good complexion video, I actually have on the Rabanne foundation I did a review on. I have done a review on the Patrick Ta foundation. I've done a review on the Ulta Beauty foundation. I've done a review on the Westman Atelier concealer. I've done a video on it's another one. It should be popping up over my face. I've done so many. Makeup by Mario. So I've done quite a few complexion videos recently. For those of you interested, you can check them out on my foundation review playlist. But if you like videos like that, if you like a good fragrance video, I recently did a fragrance video on the, what was it? It should be flashing over my face right now, y'all. I'll be forgetting when I get on camera what I did because I did so much. I also did one on Old Fashioned. I remember that much. The Dear Skye and Vanilla Sin should be coming up soon. So I've done those fragrance videos if you're interested. I've also done a few fashion videos. So I recently did one on Forever 21. I do fashion shorts twice a week. So if you're interested in that sort of content, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Now on to this video. So this palette retails for $69 as usual. With all the midi sizes, the bigger ones are $129. It has the nice little divot and groove in it, just like the gold palette does. And I love the fact that she's color coding the outside of the packaging now. Not that she didn't do it before, but some of them I feel like more detailed as other ones. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. When I saw it, I initially thought of a few palettes. I'll show you the few I thought of. I was like, well, maybe it's similar to the Violet Intondu from Viseart, but I feel like this one pulls a little more cool tone, and it doesn't have like the berry aspect that that one has. But I figured I'd show them both to you because I'm here, you're here, we're all here, and you all love when I do comparisons. So I'm gonna have way more than this because I'm a purple palette connoisseur. I just had like 2 or 3 sitting out in preparation for this video, so I figured I'd show you those and we move along. Of course, I have D'Angelo Nicole and Bella Beaute Bar's ultraviolet palette, so I figured I'd show that one to you all as well. Now I feel like this is like the luxury equivalent of her palette. Hers does pull a little more cool tone leaning, but you see she has like that berry-ish type tone one, and then she has like a lot of deeper purple shimmers in there. So I feel like hers is the brown girl friendly version of the Natasha Denona Roxa palette, and hers came out before the Roxa palette. So there you go. If you're a brown girl, you might like the Bella Beaute Bar palette a little more than the Roxa palette. I do have a link with Bella Beaute Bar down below if you're interested, but I also have a code with Natasha Denona if you're interested in purchasing that as well. So the last palette, well, I have one from Natasha I probably should have shown to start off with. Of course, y'all know the Love palette is one of my favorite midi palettes. She does not make this one anymore though, but I figured I would show it alongside this one because I feel like it could be a good extension of this one. Like if you want to do a Valentine's look and you want to put a little more purple, there's a couple of purples in here that are cooler, but you can use the warmer purples in here and make a nice little look. And then if you want to put some of the reds with the berries in here, you could match both those together. I think she thought of this as a mini Lila palette because that's what I initially thought of when I saw it, but I feel like it'd be a good companion palette for your Love palette as well if you're interested in that sort of thing. The last palette I have to show is the Smoke Sessions 2 from Melt, because again, I am a purple palette connoisseur, so I thought this one might be similar, but remember I didn't have it, so I couldn't tell you for sure, but it definitely does give me similar vibes to that as well. So if you weren't necessarily concerned about having the berry ones, you want more of the mauve, because I feel like the only thing missing out of theirs is the berry tone shade right here. I feel like otherwise it's pretty similar to Natasha. This is my personal opinion, and again, this would be more of a brown girl friendly version of that since it does have like deeper shades in it. Natasha's I feel like is more for the fair to like maybe medium, maybe tan, but otherwise I feel like it's mainly for that crowd, not necessarily people my skin tone, which I don't necessarily have an issue with because again, what I like about her palettes is you can pop them out and move the stuff around. As you can see, there's holes in the back, so I can pop it out and make it work for me with other shades that she has. So that's the good thing for me. But we need to figure out what I'm going to do with this palette. I am going to battle it against the D'Angelo Nicole for anyone interested, and then I will put my shorts up probably Monday or Tuesday, showing you all like this alongside all the other purple palettes, and then you can like comment down below in that video and tell me what you want me to compare it to in addition to that one. I'll probably do one with it against the Love palette as well, just to see how some of the purples and like, you know, the if we can make the red look somewhat like berryish toned with the shades in here, to see how similar the looks can be for people who want that sort of thing. So I'll do those two for sure, but comment down below and tell me any other ones you want to see. And again, when I do the shorts and show more purple palettes, you can comment down below and tell me that. Let me zoom in real quick at you. If you're curious what's going on with the lips, these are Juvia's Place lipsticks. So I have on this lipstick in Drama Queen, and then there's a lip gloss I think called Royal that I put on top of it that matched it nicely. So I figured I'd try out something different. Y'all know I don't usually do vampy lips like this. This is more like Dion's vibe, but I figured I'd try it out today. I just felt like doing that as opposed to like a nude or a pink for once. So that's what I did. I'm gonna go off camera, get my life in order. We're gonna do something with this palette. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay, y'all, so I decided to go with more berry tone, believe it or not. I know it's a purple palette, but y'all know I gotta do two comparisons of two different purple palettes, or palettes with purples and reds in them. So I wanted to check out the reds in here and see what they had to offer, especially since I'm gonna be doing so much purple in the future. So y'all know which ones I took, because it's not really hard. I only took like these 4 shades right here. So I took, what is this? Regal, Heather, Sense, and Brink. So those are the 4 we used in this look. So we go ahead and get into this look. Yeah, y'all, so I want to see how nice these were gonna look, and then I'm gonna do swatches off camera comparing these to the other one, because it's like I'm hoping I can just recreate this look with the Love palette, and that can be another video I can do as far as comparing both the palettes together. I just wanted to try out the berry moment, especially since I feel like it went so perfectly with the lips. So I was like, we just gonna follow what my mind is telling me, and my mind is telling me to do that to go with the lips, so that's what we'll do. I am liking the tones and the way this looks. I am interested to see how it will look with the purple though, because I was looking thinking about just putting the dark purple underneath the lower lash line, but I was like, no, we'll save that for when we do the comparing it to the Love. I kind of want to see how much it has to the retro. I'm gonna do lots of comparisons, so it's not like, you know, gonna be that big a deal. We just took Heather, now we're gonna go into Cerise, or Cerise, I say Cerise. It's C-E-R-I-S-E. So I'm assuming it's C-Right. I like how deep this is going though when you blend it out. That's with her palettes, I can appreciate that, because you know, like when you're someone my skin tone, a lot of her palettes look really light, but I'm like, when you blend it out slowly but surely, it gets darker. Now I know the super light ones aren't going to do that for me. I don't have that false expectation of it doing that, but you know. I was shocked to see this grayish type shade in here called Phoebe. That was interesting to me, but you know, whatever. I'm really liking this berry moment though, and I love that dual chrome, like multi-chrome I put on the lid. It reminds me of one I already have in my collection though, from another brand, an indie brand. I just can't think of like what brand it is, but we're gonna take the same shade I'm blending in the crease now and just put on the outer V. Yeah, that looks good enough. Let's get it on the outer V now. Y'all, I was watching this video and people talking about lavender marriages, and I'm like, okay. So originally, apparently, I'll try to link the video down below. It's by this guy named D'Angelo Wallace I like to watch, but he was talking about how Gen Z people are trying to get into lavender marriages just so they can like be able to pay their own bills, because like the economy isn't paying well, and you know, all that. I'm just like, oh wow, so it's sad that y'all really just gonna get married just so you all can not have to live with your parents forever and like pay bills all alone and have to struggle. So it's like, it's not about love, it's about like making sure you're just financially secure. And I'm like, I get that. I just think it's sad that like, you know, people feel like they have to do that in order to, you know, be able to live on their own. I'm like, but I understand what the way the dating pool is nowadays and the way dudes act. Like, y'all, they be saying the most crazy stuff. Let's get some glitter and put on the lid, and then I'll tell y'all this story when I'm putting the shimmer on the lid, and then in the corner about this dude trying on me. I told y'all part 1 of the story, but this recently happened, I think like a week ago, so I figured I'd add on. Okay, y'all. So on to shade Brink, which is gorgeous, by the way. But yeah, so I told y'all a while ago, like this neighbor I had who lived across the street, he He tried to hit on me like a while ago and I wasn't really going for it. He claimed originally he wanted to talk to me about like business or whatever, because as you all know, I do have a business degree. My major was business administration and my minor was marketing. So the guy claimed he wanted to talk to me about business, but then he started trying to talk like sexually related and talking about some, when I'm gonna let him hit and all this other stuff. And I'm like, that's not what you talk about in business calls and business meetings. And then I had told you all how he's trying to brag about all the money he had or whatever. Like I was supposed to give a damn. Like, it's your money. What the hell does your money do for me? I'm not with you. I'm not your girlfriend. I'm not your wife. I'm not anything to you other than your neighbor. So bragging about this stuff is supposed to do what? Because it's not going to entice me to sleep with you hoping that you give me some money if that's what you thought. You need to go find someone who's gullible and go for that. I'm not going for that. And if you really had it like that, I don't know. I just feel like you wouldn't have to brag about it. Like you'd be able to show it, not have to braggingly speak on it. That's just my personal opinion on that. Some people do have it and just like to brag on top of it, which is nothing wrong with that. But like, I just wasn't feeling his vibe to begin with. So what happened was he owns his own business, and so I'm taking the crochet now and putting it back in. And he was telling, and I was telling him about whenever basically some repairs need to be done or something, like I always ask him about the stuff, or I used to, till he like started acting weird like that. So what ended up happening was I told my mom I'd ask him about like the refrigerator or whatever, because our refrigerator is messed up in our house. So I was like, we need to get it fixed, or like, you know, get a new one depending on how old it is, because our fridge is I think like 6 years old or something. So we have to get another one, unfortunately. But I had asked him about this repair person, so I got another story time on the repair person. I'll put that in another video. But or I might have already told you, I don't remember. But anyway, so I asked him about it, and he's like, I should charge you because every time I look up, you ask me about some repair person. Now mind you, I only asked him one other time about something, so I didn't like, I haven't asked him a whole bunch of times, so I thought that was weird. But I was like, whatever. So then he's like, so when you gonna let me hit? And I'm like, excuse me, sir? I'm like, sometimes I be in my mind like, see, this is why I'm single, because y'all be on that stupid stuff and then be acting like women are the problem. No, you're the problem. You caused your own problem. You don't approach anyone like that and think that they're gonna actually take you seriously. The shade is Rico and put it in the inner corner, and I was just like, dude, can't be serious. So like, I can see why somebody want a lavender marriage, where it's just like you with the person for convenience, and then you can still date whoever you want and be financially secure. But it's like, I'd rather just not date at all if like that's how men are acting out here. And that's, I always seem to run into like men like that. Now every man I have run into isn't like that, but it's like just the fact that that's what you think a woman wants to hear, or the fact that you thought that was acceptable to say. It's like, I don't know what type of people he used to dealing with, but it's like, but from what he told me, he's used to dealing with women who date like, who have like a whole bunch of kids or whatever. So, and he bragged about his money. I guess they think they can like woo him out of some of it in order to, like, for that. But it's like, I'm not the type of person. Like, I'd rather go get my own money. I don't care about yours. So like, after that experience, I'm like, I just really don't want to be bothered. And he reminded me why I don't like to date or really be bothered with anybody ever go outside my house, because it's like, men say stupid stuff like that all the time. And then you see all these stories online about how, you know, like, things happen to women. Like, some girls say they literally just have like a fake phone number to give to men for every man who asks, because, you know, like, some dudes really be out here be trying to like beat you up and all this other stuff and call you all type of names stuff just because you don't want to give them a number. But it's like, if I don't want to be bothered, I don't want to be bothered. And like, the behavior you're exhibiting, if they're anything like him, is why people don't want to be bothered with you, if you haven't realized it. Anyway, let me back you on up now. Let me talk about my thoughts on this palette. Ooh, that was way too far. Okay, so far I'm liking the palette just fine. She's cute. She's a moment. I can't wait to actually play with the actual purples in here tomorrow, but I am going to do something with these shades that I put on tonight and see if we can get a comparison with the Love palette. So I'm going to do that after I get done eating. Hopefully I feel like doing it after I get done eating. That's the plan, but we'll have to wait and see. But it's giving the standard Natasha Denona quality when it comes to the mattes. And the shimmers are looking very nice. I haven't tried these somewhat ashy shades, which would probably be like this one right here and this one right here, and maybe this one. I'm feeling like this one might end up working out a little bit better than I'm expecting it to. But, you know, overall, I'm satisfied with the palette. And y'all know I'm a purple palette connoisseur, so I'm happy to have a purple palette from Natasha Denona, since I do talk about the brand a lot. Again, if you're interested, I should have it linked down below. My Natasha Denona link is always down below along with my code, but I'll try to make sure I link just the palette down below. And you can buy it at Ulta and Sephora as well if you're interested. I think it's at Sephora. Don't quote me, I didn't check, but I know I saw it at Ulta for sure. But anyway, I like it just fine. I just want to see how it's going to compare to my other purple palettes. So those are my thoughts. Comment down below and tell me if you had horrible experiences like I have when it comes to like situations. And mind you, I'm literally just asking you a question and you start talking about when we're going to have sex. Like, no. Just I would just love to hear y'all crazy stories about dating experiences like that, because since I've had it, I'm just like, I'm curious. Do other people have these crazy instances happen to them? Because I know a girl I work with, she has lots of crazy instances like this happen to her too. But yeah, I'm like, I just don't. I'm just interested to hear other women's takes on this, because I'm like, it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. The membership's down below if you like more vlog style content and home content. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. The fun doesn't have to stop here. Let's be friends over on Instagram. To find the latest fashion, fragrance, and palette comparisons, head on over to my Instagram and follow. I recently did the Makeup by Mario.